यार आज मुझे जल्दी निकलना है।
Why? Where are you going?
वो घर में शादी आ रही है ना, तो सोच रही हूँ आज जाके सारा मेकअप का सामान खरीद लूँ।
So why do you need to go out for that? नायका के वेबसाइट पे सब कुछ अवेलेबल है, वो भी गुड क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट्स।
वाओ, थैंक्स फॉर द इन्फॉर्मेशन।
या
अच्छा ममता, मेरे लिए एक टी शर्ट और डीओ मंगा लेना प्लीज।
But I don't think so. Nykaa sells men's products.
No, they've recently started under the brand name Nykaa Man करके।
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's just check it.
Since everyone is talking about Nykaa, let's understand more about the company and how it has become the preferred choice of women in online beauty and personal care shopping. Hi. So most of us love shopping on Nykaa, including me, but now it's time to shop for Nykaa. So as you know, Nykaa is coming out with its IPO, and we thought we'll dwell a little into the business, the founders, and how Nykaa started. But first, let's look at a few lesser known facts about Nykaa. So Nykaa is a perfect combination of beauty and brains. Also, Nykaa has a fashion platform known as Nykaa Fashion, which is similar to a Myntra or Ajio. Thirdly, Nykaa has a separate app and website for men, which is known as Nykaa Man. And lastly, it is the first woman-led unicorn to go public, and that too a profitable one. So in today's video, we'll be covering these topics: the founders and management, the funding history and shareholding pattern, the industry, Nykaa's business strengths, the new initiatives they're getting into, and lastly, the strategic growth and financials. Let's start with the founder. So Falguni Nayar founded Nykaa in 2012. She's an MBA from IIM Ahmedabad, and she started off her career with AF Ferguson. She then moved to Kotak Group.
I definitely learnt a lot from Uday, and I really respected him because of the courage he gives people to do the right thing. He tells his team to do the right thing and yet achieve and perform.
So besides Uday Kotak, she interacted with a lot of entrepreneurs and founders during her journey, who she was inspired by to start her own entrepreneurial journey. So these are some of the promoters and companies whose deals she was a part of during her stint with Kotak. So why did she think of getting into beauty and personal care? So two reasons for this. One is that e-commerce was booming at that time, but there was no platform with a single focus on beauty. And secondly, she saw how big beauty was globally, with brands like Sephora focusing on educating the consumer and providing them a wide range of products and brands to choose from. Now this is what was lacking in India, because you still had beauty available at local counters with lack of education about the products and lack of choices for the consumer. So this is where she identified the gap, and that's how Nykaa started. So just like investor education and empowerment is a key pillar of research and ranking, similarly, education about beauty is a key pillar for Nykaa, which we believe is important from a consumer connect perspective.
I saw what was needed to sell beauty. I was very convinced that we need to do education for consumers to embrace beauty. They need to be educated a little bit on the subject.
So her message to women was to be the spotlight of their own lives. And that's how the name Nykaa came about, because Nykaa means to be in the spotlight or actress in Sanskrit. So if we look at the recent tech companies that have come out with the IPO, be it a Zomato or Cartrade, most of these are professionally run companies, which means that they have no identifiable promoter. So here is where Nykaa is different. It is run by a founding family. So you have Falguni Nayar, you have her husband on the board as well, and you have her kids Adwaita and Anchit actively involved in the business. So Adwaita heads the fashion business and Anchit heads the beauty business. Now this family has the expertise, experience and passion to run this business, which makes it a positive in this case. Of course, supporting them is an army of professionals who have rich experience in their respective fields. Be it a CEO Vikas Gupta, who is ex-Flipkart, or CFO Arvind Agarwal, who is ex-Amazon. So here's a look at Nykaa's fundraise over the last 8 years. So starting from a seed capital of around 40 lakhs to notable investors coming in, such as Steadview, TPG Growth, today Nykaa's valuation is pegged at $5.5 billion. So that's around 40,000 crores. And that's the kind of journey it has seen in the last 8 years. So if you look at the shareholding pattern, as we said before, this is a founder-led company. So 54% of the stake is still with the promoter family, which is basically Falguni Nayar and family. And the rest is owned by different PE funds and investors. So as you can see, the promoter and a few investors will be selling some part of their stake in the IPO. So before we understand the company, it is important to understand the industry in which it operates. So if you look at India, 50% of the people have access to internet.
Of the total population in India, only 11 to 13% use the internet for shopping across categories.
Now this is expected to double to 24 to 28% in the next 5 years. And this is how online players like Nykaa will benefit. Now, if you look at the overall industry that Nykaa operates, that is beauty and fashion, it is expected to grow 2 times over the next 5 years. So for example, beauty will grow from 16 billion to 28 billion, and fashion is expected to grow from 54 billion to 124 billion. So the online penetration in beauty is at 8% in India, which has obviously grown from 2% and 6% over the last few years, but it is still lower versus global peers. Similarly, the online penetration in fashion is slightly higher than beauty at 12%, but is still lower than global peers, which provides a lot of headroom for Nykaa to grow.
See, beauty is a very exciting category at the moment. World over, in developed markets also, it is growing in high teens, which is very rare in developed markets for any category to be going.
So let's talk about where Nykaa has its dominance. That is the online market. So if you look at the beauty industry online, here are some of the places you could buy beauty from. One is horizontal platforms like Amazon or Myntra. The second is Nykaa's direct competitor, Purplle. And of course, you have brand websites and D2C brands as well, whose websites you can directly purchase from. Now, in this market, Nykaa has a 30% market share. And they have helped build and grow this category over a period of time.
That we have been able to build beauty as a category where the business has got built up very strongly.
We at R&R did a survey of over 200 women to gauge Nykaa's popularity. So India has one of the largest populations, with Gen Z and millennial population at 51% of the total population. So this is the age group of 10 to 39 years. So here are the demographics of our survey. We had over 73% of the respondents from the 18 to 40 age group. If we look at some of the reasons that people shop from Nykaa, the top responses were multiple brand availability, wide assortment of products, authenticity and delivery time. What's interesting is that 47% of consumers said they make their regular beauty and personal care related purchases from Nykaa. And 77% of consumers have made at least one purchase from Nykaa till date. So the average order value is largely around 500 to 1500, with over 62% of the responses in that category, while 22% said it was above 1500. So coming to Nykaa's private label, that is Nykaa Cosmetics and Nykaa Naturals, 55% of the respondents said that they have tried the brand Nykaa Cosmetics, and close to 80% believe it has a good price value proposition. So clearly the brand is managing to create a space for itself with good recognition. With respect to content creation and education that Nykaa focuses on, around 73% have come across Nykaa's content on social media, be it YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, etc. And more interestingly, 55% said their purchase decisions were influenced by Nykaa's social media content. And lastly, its fashion platform, Nykaa Fashion, has a decent awareness, with over 74% of the customers saying they have heard of it.
So let's look at Nykaa's journey over the last 8 years. So they started off in 2012. And within 2 years, they opened their first physical store in 2014. In 2015 is when they launched their own private label brand, Nykaa Cosmetics, and they also hosted the Nykaa Femina Awards. Now in 2016, they got Estee Lauder on their platform. Now this is huge because it took them a couple of years to convince Estee Lauder to come on their platform, as up until then, Estee Lauder was only available on premium websites. In 2018, they launched Nykaa Fashion and also tied up with Katrina Kaif to co-create a brand called K-Beauty. In 2019, they acquired 20 Dresses, which is a fashion clothing brand. In 2020, they started using their stores as delivery hubs, and they also saw a ramp up in their fashion business. And most recently, in 2021, they opened their first physical fashion store, and they also launched the global store, which we will talk about in a bit. So now let's talk a little more on Nykaa's business. So Nykaa considers itself a lifestyle platform, and rightly so. So they have a tie-up with over 1300 influencers and bloggers who create content about products and educate the consumer about Nykaa and its platform. This helps the consumer to make a more informed decision, who in turn leaves ratings and reviews on Nykaa's platform for other customers to see. So this leads to a lot of content being created and a lot of communication across the platform, and making it a lifestyle platform. So Nykaa's consumer journey begins with the search, which then leads them to a lot of content that Nykaa has created across platforms. So this helps them make better decisions about purchasing a product. So as we can see, the focus is a lot on content first retailing, rather than a push sales model. And that's when Nykaa has been able to build a connect with the consumer. So if you see, they have a cumulative database of around 11 million users about their shopping preferences and patterns. This is led by the wide assortment of products that they have, as well as the digital platform that they've built over the years. So if you see, they have 43 million downloads of their app, and around 85% of the gross merchandise value is from mobile apps. As you can see, their visits are close to 66 crore visits in the beauty and personal care category. In fashion, they have around 17 crore visits. Similarly, the monthly average users and annual unique transacting customers have also been increasing. So apart from retailing brands, Nykaa also has its own private label brands. With the access that they have to data and consumer preferences, they are able to identify the gaps and create products. So their private label share would be around 10 to 12% currently, which they want to increase to 20%.
As a result, I never thought private label was a big strategy. Okay. But to our surprise, when we launched our private label brand, because Nykaa had so much goodwill of the customer, that our brand was accepted very rapidly. And we saw that our brand became a customer favorite pretty soon. So I realized, and this was a lesson I learned, that when the customer trusts you as a retailer, they also trust you as a, as someone who gives them products, And our brand was trusted, and as a result, we've really achieved very good penetration.
So they started off with nail polishes, which I personally think was a game changer, because at that point there were not many options within the nail polish category available. So that's how they build a connect with the consumer, and they gradually went to expand to bath and body products, and then Nykaa Cosmetics, where they have a whole range of beauty products today. That's how they were able to create a successful brand and build it. So they've co-created a brand with Katrina Kaif called K Beauty, and they've also tied up with fashion designer Masaba Gupta for a range of lipsticks.
This, and I'm just gonna go right here underneath. Putting a softer, lighter color under your eye actually opens up your eye.
Apart from this, they have a lot of interesting names for their products, which are quite catchy. So now let's look at some of Nykaa's business modes or strengths. What makes it different from the rest? So it has a very consumer-centric approach. It focuses a lot on creating content for the consumer, offering them diverse range of brands, guaranteeing authenticity, providing them omni-channel. So the focus is a lot on the consumer. The second is content creation. So like we saw earlier, Nykaa's focus has always been on educating the consumer. So they've created a lot of content across platforms. So this is done through influencers and bloggers, as well as they have their own in-house influencers and bloggers who create content. So Nykaa has built a very noteworthy presence on different social media platforms. As you can see, they have over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So as per a Google industry report, 9 out of 10 people are influenced by digital in their purchase journey. And apart from this, a lot of beauty consumers are engaged with the digital channel. Almost 93% of them engage with digital channels more than once a month. 50% engage weekly and 33% on a daily basis.
So as per a global consumer study, over 30% of the respondents in India said that they bought products because they were influenced by influencers and celebrities for their purchase decisions. So this was around 25% of the consumers 2 years ago, which has increased to 30% in 2021. This is higher than most nations like US and UK, where 15% of the consumers are influenced by celebrities, but still lower than Brazil and China, where 35 to 40% of the consumers are influenced. Hence, we've seen a rising trend of celebrity endorsements and influencer marketing.
So how has creating all this content helped Nykaa? So basically, it has led to a self-enforcing flywheel, which means that the more content that Nykaa creates, the more engagement is on their platform, the more organic traffic, the more improved user experience for the customer, which leads to more content being created and finally more transactions for them. So this goes on a loop. And as you can see, Nykaa has great customer loyalty. So 70% of the total gross merchandise value that is purchased in their platform is through existing customers, which means that while they are adding customers, the existing ones continue to purchase from them. And secondly, the average order value has been increasing. So this is because as people get more comfortable with the platform, they are willing to increase their spends. So a survey suggests that around 70% of the consumers are not loyal to any brand in the beauty and personal care category, which means that consumers want to use more brands and they want that option. So Nykaa has around 3,800 brands in their platform with over 2 million SKUs. they have a wide range of brands ranging from mid-range to premium to value products. So they have brands, global brands like Huda Beauty and Charlotte Tilbury that they have been instrumental in bringing to India. So these brands benefit because they get to enter a market like India without having a whole setup over here. Apart from this, Nykaa also has a lot of mid-range brands like Lakme, Tresemme, Lux, Mamaearth, Dove. So it caters to a wide range of customers across different segments. So another strength of Nykaa is that it considers itself a technology platform.
Today I see Nykaa as a more technology company than really a retailer. We are rather than being a tech-enabled retailer, we are a tech company that is to retail.
So Nykaa has multiple applications. They have consumer-facing applications like the website and app that you and I use, and they also have a lot of internal applications which they use on the back end, which helps to improve the consumer journey on their platform. Apart from this, every touchpoint on the app creates data which helps them get more consumer insights and provide more personalized recommendations to the customer. Another important business strength of Nykaa is the authenticity that it guarantees. So basically the reason they can do that is because they follow an inventory model. So most of the platforms are a marketplace model where there are buyers and sellers. So you could purchase it and anybody could be the seller who ships it to you. But for Nykaa, they purchase the product from the brand itself, store it in their warehouse and they ship it to you. So that is why against every product on Nykaa, there is an authenticity certificate from the brand as well as Nykaa has a seal of guarantee. So now this is why I personally love to shop from Nykaa as well.
Believe that the products needed to be genuine, authentic. Beauty is a category where products are registered in India. I mean, we come under FDA rules and as a result, Food and Drug Administration. So we have to, all our products are registered in India, even the ones we sell from imported brands, they need to be registered. So we knew that we wanted to follow all the rules. We wanted to take the inventory bet. We wanted to make sure the products were genuine, sourced from the right source.
So now that Nykaa has established quite a dominance in beauty, it has started venturing into adjacent categories. So it entered the fashion segment in 2018 with its platform Nykaa Fashion. So this is competing with Myntra and Ajio, but they wanted to offer a little differentiated proposition. So they wanted to reduce their dependence on discounting, which was the trend then, and focus more on trend and stylish products. So they also have private labels in fashion, some of which like 20 Dresses and Pipa Bella that they've acquired, and some brands which they've created themselves. Apart from that, they have a wide range of brands on their platform as well, as you can see. So today, fashion contributes around 25% of the total gross merchandise value sold on their platform, and it continues to grow quarter on quarter.
Like, I think most of the fashion online is built on price. We are not excited by that. We are excited by more style. We are more excited by higher quality, better quality, of course value for money, but better quality than what is available, and something that you get excited about. And we already know that with what we are offering on our site, already those early adapters are getting very excited. They are telling us that what you're offering is superb.
So apart from this, Nykaa has entered a few other ventures as well. So they launched a platform for men in 2018 as well. So Nykaa Man offers sports and nutrition, grooming products, grooming tips, and even athleisure and innerwear. But the awareness about this may be slightly lower than what it is for Nykaa's original platform. But it's slowly gaining traction. The next initiative that they've entered into is called the Global Store. So this is for brands that are not available in India yet, but you can purchase it from the authorized dealer globally and Nykaa will help get it shipped to you. So this is a platform that just started in 2020-21 and is still new. And lastly, they've also entered the B2B segment, which is known as a superstore. So over here, they will be supplying beauty and personal care products to local retailers. Now all these two businesses, the Global Store and Superstore, are still newer initiatives. So Nykaa also has an omni-channel presence. So Nykaa started off as a pure play online retailer, but they also have a physical presence. Today they have around 73 stores. So why did they open stores? As per a study, 50% of shopping decisions happen at the store, either through browsing or through purchase. And also stores provide a touch and feel experience to the consumer, helps to drive better engagement and education about the products. And Nykaa wants to be present wherever the customer is. So they have three formats of stores. One is Nykaa Lux, which basically houses all their luxury brands, domestic and international. Then they have Nykaa On Trend, which is basically all the current and latest best-selling products. And lastly, they have Nykaa Kiosk, which are basically freestanding units in malls which sell their own private labels. So apart from this, they also opened their first fashion store this year at Ambience Mall in Delhi. So as you can see, they have a wide footprint across the country. So from the current 73 stores, they target 120 stores in the near term and around 330 stores in the mid-term. So here are some of the Mumbai locations that these stores are located at.
What we realized was that while a lot of our e-commerce customers are truly omni-channel, like 70% of them buy online or as well as offline. So while they're happy to buy online most of the time, once in a while they want to come into the store to learn something more, to experience something, to touch and feel something.
So if you look at the roadmap ahead, their growth will be driven by customer acquisitions, existing customers, expansion to newer adjacencies like Nykaa Fashion, Nykaa Man, as well as investing in their own private label brands. So let's have a quick look at the financials. The operating metrics, be it the annual visits, the monthly average unique visitors, or the annual transacting consumers, have all been seeing an increasing trend across beauty and fashion. So if you look at the number of orders and the average order value, they both have seen an increasing trend. So the average order value in beauty is around 1900 rupees, which is one of the highest across platforms, and fashion is even higher at around 2700. So the gross merchandise value is basically the number of orders into the average order value, which naturally has increased as well. So their financials continue to remain strong with a 56% CAGR in the gross merchandise value and close to a 50% revenue CAGR. So their EBITDA margin has reached around 6.6% in FY21, and this is expected to go to 10% over the next 3 years. Apart from this, Nykaa also turned profitable in FY21 from a loss of 245 million 2 years ago, which means they are not burning cash anymore like most other tech companies. Also, if you look at the latest quarterly trend, Nykaa has seen a consistent improvement quarter on quarter in gross merchandise value and orders, with the exception of Q4 FY20 and Q1 FY21, which was hit by the pandemic. If you look at the latest quarter, that is Q1 FY22, they have seen the highest ever quarterly gross merchandise value as well as number of orders. So now that we've understood the business, let's look at some of the key risk or monitorables. So Nykaa has built quite a dominance in the online beauty segment, but the competition ahead could increase. For example, players like Tata Digital or Reliance could enter, increasing the competitive intensity. Of course, these things are yet to materialize. Second is the regulatory environment. So there are a lot of e-commerce draft policies that are in discussion. So it'll be important to keep an eye or watch out for these policies. For example, some of the policies say that e-commerce players cannot sell products with their own name. Also, related or associate parties cannot be sellers on the platform. So this could affect their private label strategy if implemented. Next is that the fashion business is still relatively newer and it is not profitable at the EBITDA level. So one needs to monitor this business as well. And lastly, 1.45% of the total pre-offer share capital is pledged. While this is not significant, it is something to keep in mind. Thank you for watching the video. Now that you've understood the whole story, I'm sure you're wondering if one should invest in the Nykaa IPO or no. So to answer this and other queries, we'll be coming live on YouTube once the date and pricing of the IPO is announced. So to get more information on this, subscribe to our channel Research and Ranking and hit the bell icon. So hope to see you in the live session. Thank you.